sizable individuals. Reach advantage goes to Renan Ferreira in both the arms and the legs, unsurprisingly. He's 6 pounds heavier and 5 inches taller. And we send it to Lilian Garcia.
Fight fans, this is your featured bout on ESPN Plus, and it's in the heavyweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a judo black belt. Standing at 6'3", he officially weighs in at 246.5 pounds. In 21 professional bouts, he has a record of 15 victories and 60 defeats, with 12 wins by way of stoppage. Fighting out of London, England, here is Stuart He-Man Austin. His opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he specializes in jiu-jitsu and boxing. Standing at 6'8", he officially weighs in at 252.75 pounds. In 10 professional bouts, he has a record of 7 victories, 2 losses, and 1 no decision, with 6 wins by way of stoppage. Fighting out of Morangotu, Brazil, here is Renan Problema Ferreira. Your referee in charge, Keith Peterson.
Keith Peterson, considerably outsized by the combatants inside the cage, but equipped with our smart cam.
Sir, are you ready? Sir, are you ready? Fight!
Ferreira in the blue trunks, Stuart Austin in the black and gray. Brazil versus UK. 2 orthodox fighters squaring off. Right to the low kick and then the front kick. And those things come up quickly.
Yeah, and from what we've seen here in the PFL, Ferreira loves to get off to a great start. Very explosive, very fast.
We're 20 seconds into this bout and already Stuart Austin's leg showing damage from those 2 low kicks.
Oh, that was the right hand.
Right! It's a 1-2 good night from Renan Ferreira!
My goodness. I mean, Keith Peterson couldn't have been...
Win in this showcase bout. Every strike he threw, he landed. No takedowns, but a knockdown. Got it done early. Very impressive performance again from the Brazilian giant. Lilian Garcia makes it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, the stoppage comes officially at 31 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by knockout, Renan Problema Ferreira.
heavyweight affair. Jamel Jones is 2 years older, but Renan Ferreira is 8 inches taller. He also weighed in at 260 to Jones' 237. Randy mentioned the weight lost by Jamel Jones. 10-inch reach advantage on the arms for Renan Ferreira and 5 on the legs. Lillian, to you.
Welcome back to the Smart Cage and welcome back to the action. This fight is in the heavyweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a wrestler, standing 6 feet even. He weighs in officially 237 1/4 pounds. In 19 professional bouts, he has a record of 12 victories and 7 defeats with 8 wins by way of knockout. Fighting out of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, here is Jamel the Beast Jones. His opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He specializes in boxing and jiu-jitsu. Standing at 6 feet 8 inches tall, he weighs in officially 260 1/2 pounds. In 11 professional bouts, he has a record of 8 victories, 2 defeats, and 1 no contest with 6 wins by way of knockout. Fighting out of Porangotu, Brazil, here is Renan Problema Ferreira. Your referee in charge, Keith Peterson.
Keith Peterson will be somewhat outsized by the competitors inside the cage tonight, but he will keep a close eye on the action with the ref cam. Renan Ferreira in the blue trunks, Jamel Jones in the gray. Problema takes the center of the cage. Jones in the southpaw stance. He told us at the fighter meetings, Randy, he'd been fighting his entire career as an orthodox fighter, even though he's left-handed, because that was his wrestling stance. Oh, he's at a knee! Ferreira pounding away out the side of Jamel Jones' head.
Wow.
He's out!
It all started with that knee, Sean. That rocked him, and those follow-up shots on the ground were absolutely brutal. The foul.
Timed that level change perfectly. It looked like Jamel was looking to level change and shoot. He brought that knee up from 6 foot 8, landed right on the button. It's a game changer right there for sure.
And how's this? In his last outing, Renan Ferreira, a 31-second knockout victory to set a PFL heavyweight record. This one took 25 seconds, which is the new PFL heavyweight knockout record. Renan Ferreira, first round finish. And that means our man Ian Parker just hit on the prop.
I'll take it.
Ian, how did you know?
Yeah, so look, Renan Ferreira, thank you for making me look like a wizard in that one. Look, this guy is an absolute problem. It was the knee, those punches. He's just got the reach. Sean, you said it best. They just don't build guys like this anymore. That reach, he's fast, athletic. I am excited to see what he does. I think he's not going to be my pick to take Capoloza out and win the league this year.
Oh, wow. Teasing forward the duck. All right. Look, we're opposite the first round of the NFL draft right now. And guys like that, guys who are built like that, born in the United States, they're in the first round of the NFL draft.
No doubt about that.
Or they're playing power forward in the NBA. Guys in MMA just aren't built like this very often. The ones who are, the ones who have that kind of athletic pedigree, the ones who have that kind of athleticism, end up being champions at some point in their career, or multiple-time champions. I'm talking George St. Pierre. I'm talking about guys like John Jones with that sort of athletic pedigree. Look, we can watch the whole fight in the replay here.
Yeah, it was 25 seconds long. And you see Jamel Jones is trying to work his way in, trying to find a way to get around those long levers of Ferreira. He said he didn't want to stay in front of him. But Ferreira, very patient. Oh, is that knee? That follow-up knee that kind of dropped him a little bit. But these shots are just nasty. I mean, how fast is this dude? You do not see guys that are 6 foot 8 with that kind of speed and that kind of athleticism. Look at that.
That's more of a shin.
That was a shin. But, I mean, look, Jamel Jones is reaching to try and grab a single leg there, and it just takes 2-3 of those punches right to the ear to put a very large man all the way out. Yeah, he's stunned there, and then this is all it needs.
My goodness.
Hey, tell you what, impressive explosion there from Keith Peterson to get Renan Ferreira off the attack.
Yeah, he risked his life jumping there.
My goodness, look at that, look at that. Great hand placement, Keith Peterson saving Jamel Jones. Renan Ferreira, 25-second knockout victory. And there, you see the nickname on the mouthpiece, Problema. He is indeed a problem for everybody in this division. We'll take a quick one. We'll come back and we'll speak with the winner when we return.
Ladies and gentlemen, the stoppage comes officially at 25 seconds of round number 1. Your winner by knockout, earning 6 points in the heavyweight division, Renan Ferreira.
Here's your tail of the tape, brought to you by the United States Air Force Reserve. Renan Ferreira, 33 years of age. Mateusz Scheffel is 30. Ferreira, as we mentioned, 6 feet 8 inches tall, making him 6 inches taller than Scheffel, who stands 6'2". You see both of these men pushing that heavyweight limit, measuring around 260 pounds. A 10-inch arm reach advantage for Ferreira and a 6-inch advantage on the legs as well. Andy Shepard, to you.
The following fight is a heavyweight contest in the PFL regular season. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 6 feet 2 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 260.5 pounds and holds an impressive pro record of 17 wins, 9 losses, and a single no contest. Fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil, Buffer Matheus Scheffel! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he is a jiu-jitsu and boxing specialist and stands 6 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 259 pounds. His professional record is made up of 9 victories, 4 defeats, and 2 no contests. Fighting out of Porangatu, Brazil, Problema, Renan Ferreira! Your referee in charge, Blake Grice.
Blake Grice equipped with the ref cam, exclusive here to the Professional Fighters League. Renan Ferreira in the blue trunks and Mateusz Scheffel in the gray. Renan Ferreira has recently relocated his camp to American Top Team to round out his game. Both of these fighters looking to clinch a spot when a first round finish early.
Ferreira stalking Scheffel, looking for that big shot. There's that body kick.
Ferreira really good at giving you something to think about with those front kicks. Now Scheffel goes to work on the leg.
Oh, boy.
Beautiful 1-2.
Oh, big right hand. Overhand right for Scheffel. Drop with the left hook. Problema with the first round finish. There's that explosive start from Renan Ferreira. My goodness.
Clinches a playoff spot with a quick 6.
The accuracy, holy cow.
And look at that. The celebration is more impressive than anything I can do. Geico Cagenomics Stats Bundle, not here for a long time, but it certainly was a good time. We'll take another look when we return to PFL MMA on ESPN. Welcome back to OTE Arena in Atlanta, Georgia, PFL regular season here. And Renan Ferreira just put in quick work. A knockout victory for Problema. We'll hear from him in just a moment, but Randy, let's take a look at these replays.
There's the long distance weapons, the 1-2. Now Mateus is against the fence. He tries to get into a slugfest with a much bigger man whose accuracy was on point tonight. Stayed out there. Those long-range weapons are very, very tough to deal with. There's that big straight right hand. That set him back to the fence. And then he just pot shot, the hook missed. There's a hook to the side of the dome. Here comes a straight right. And he's down. Did a great job. 6'8", as athletic a person as we've seen grace the smart cage. He was on point tonight. When he is confident and you give him range, he's going to be very, very difficult to deal with.
Yeah, that's right. And Sheffel said, you know, he didn't want to be on the outside against Ferreira, but easier said than done when you get a guy who's pursuing you, backing you up, and utilizing those weapons in the proper way. How about that celebration? Wow.
I give that one a 7.5.
He didn't stick the landing, so clean. Yeah, you're right.
Dan Hardy says, what? Well, what was the left hook, Dan Hardy? We'll make this one official with Andy Shepard inside of the smart cage.
Referee Blake Grice calls a halt to the action at 50 seconds of round number 1, declaring your winner via knockout and clinching their place in the 2023 PFL playoffs, Renan Ferreira!
Here's your main event tale of the day, brought to you by Bud Light. Renan Ferreira is 33 years of age, Maurice Green 37. You can see the stature of these two individuals. 6'8" is the official measurement for Ferreira, 6'7" for Mo Green. Both men weighed in very near that heavyweight limit of 265 pounds. 85-inch arms for Ferreira and 48-inch legs, giving him the advantage on both the arms and the legs.
And, all right, and the keys for this fight for Ferreira, he needs to utilize those long-range strikes. That's when he's at his best. Utilize that speed advantage as well. And his wrestling against the cage is going to have to be on point. And for Mo Green, his clinch fighting is where he's most dangerous, and he needs to utilize forward pressure to back up the Brazilian Ferreira.
Andy Shepard, one more time, please.
The following is a semi-final contest in the PFL heavyweight division and is our main event of the evening. The winner will face Denis Goltsov in the $1 million PFL Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a striking specialist and stands 6 feet 7 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 261 3/4 pounds. In 19 professional MMA bouts, he has built a record of 11 wins and 8 losses. 9 wins coming by way of stoppage. Fighting out of Broadalbin, New York. He is the number 5 seed, the Crochet Boss, Maurice Green. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, is a jiu-jitsu and boxing specialist and stands 6 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 259.5 pounds, and he owns a record of 10 victories, 3 defeats, and 2 no contests. 8 big wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Porangatu, Brazil, he is a 2-time PFL semi-finalist and the number 2 seed. Problema! Renan Ferreira! Your referee in charge, Mark Goddard.
Mark Goddard to oversee the main event action.
Okay, gents, you understand the rules of fighting. The least limit all time, keep yourself protected. If I tell you to stop, you stop. If you want to touch, do it now. God bless.
Ferreira in the blue, Maurice Green in the black and gray, Sean O'Connell, Randy Couture, Kenny Florian cage side, Dan Hardy and Paige Van Zandt also in the building to lend their perspective on this fight. To the center of the smart cage they go. Ferreira opens with a jab, Green responds. Switching stances early is Green. Nice 1-2 there from Renan.
Yeah, Ferreira really establishing that jab, backing up Green. That's not what Green wanted.
Nice long straight punches by Ferreira. He's got Green in trouble.
Unleashing here. Green backing himself up against the smart cage. There's another low kick from Renan Ferreira.
Yeah, that speed advantage for Ferreira is significant here. And Green said he needed to bully the bully, and that's not what's happening right now. Ferreira backing him up.
3 times now Ferreira's gone with a straight punch to the midsection of Maurice Green. Maybe something he saw on tape that he wants to exploit. Now Green back on the offensive. That scooping uppercut there from Ferreira got the attention of Maurice Green. Dan Hardy, fast start for Problema.
Just a really solid start from him. He's controlling range very well as we expected. Everything he's throwing with the intention to land, he's throwing hard. But we're seeing more feints from him now. You've got to see the development from the ATT. Look at this aggression here, but measured aggression. Scary individual, especially with this kind of control.
We saw him in the past, Randy, with a tendency to kind of watch his work. He would throw that jab out, he would throw a right hand out. He'd go one at a time and try to see what happened. He's putting combinations together here in the first round.
Saw him against Mateus Scheffel pick his shots better, not smother his punches, not get too overexcited when he saw blood, when he had him hurt. And we're seeing that same control and precision here tonight.
There's a good long jab from Maurice Green. Dennis Goltsov looking on. He will fight the winner of this for a $1 million purse and a gold belt.
Yeah, Ferreira staying aggressive but not getting too greedy. He's staying balanced with all of his strikes. He's not throwing himself off of his base. Maurice Green hanging in there though, but needs to throw more volume.
Big body kick from Ferreira. There's John Jones in the corner of his friend and training partner Maurice Green.
Big right hand.
Maurice Green, though, doing a good job of interrupting some of those combinations by at least attempting to clinch.
Maurice Green calls Broad Albin, New York, his hometown, so as one would expect, the chance of the crowd in his favor. Push kick there from Green. Again, the jab to the body from Ferreira. Paige Van Zandt is in the Ferreira corner. Paige, what do you got?
I'm actually listening to the Maurice corner, and currently John Jones is calling for him to be more offensive. They want him to slip and move. They're calling for combos, but they want that offense to be a little bit more heavy on the pressure.
Thank you, Paige. Another combination here from Ferreira.
Green's got to be careful ducking his head when those barrages come. He's going to catch an uppercut.
Yeah, or a knee. Ferreira just has so many tools, so many weapons, and you add all those physical traits that he possesses, and he is a very, very dangerous man.
An oblique kick from Maurice Green trying to target the lead leg of Renan Ferreira. 1 minute left to work in the first round.
Ferreira just seems so loose, so relaxed. And this is what Maurice Green needs to do. He needs to back up Ferreira.
to a championship.
Yeah, just as the seconds were winding down in round one, Ferreira landed a laser.
Nasty right hand from Renan Ferreira. And then the ground and pound to finish it. And there's the watch party in Parangatu, Brazil. What a performance. And what a matchup we now have in the heavyweight division. Denis Goltsov and Renan Ferreira. 6'8" versus 6'5". You saw the respect from Renan Ferreira, immediately came over to the corner of Maurice Green, had a word with John Jones, a respectful word with John Jones, who's now in the cage.
You're gonna see this nice big, long right hand, right on the button, Maurice, and then followed it up with 3 big shots on the ground. And he timed that perfectly. It was a great counter punch. Mo was stepping in with that, his own right hand.
Geico Cagenomics stats bundle. And you saw the big power from Renan Ferreira's right hand, and we'll make it official next.
All right, let's check out some replays here. You see the exposure of the center line with Green as he advanced to try to throw a strike, and that just allowed Ferreira to land a laser of a right hand. But at these grounded pound strikes, these right hands that came from the top of the Hulu here at MSG, just nasty. There it is, boom, we saw the exposure of the center line, and that right hand right after, reminiscent of that Dan Henderson bomb against Michael Bisping, but man, what a shot.
Andy Shepard's inside the smart cage to make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard calls a halt to the action at 4 minutes and 46 seconds of round number 1, declaring your winner via knockout and clinching their place in the $1 million PFL Championship, Renan Ferreira!
Stay on the tape brought to you by Celsius for this heavyweight co-main event. Denis Goltsov is 33, Renan Ferreira is 1 year older. Ferreira is 6 feet 8 inches tall. He also weighed in at 261 pounds, near the limit of 265. You can see the height advantage translates to a significant reach advantage on the arms and on the legs for Renan Ferreira.
All right, keys to victory for Goltsov. It's all about that jab, and that jab will lead into his excellent takedowns. And he also needs to utilize some excellent ground and pound if he is able to get Ferreira on his back. And for Ferreira, needs to use those long-range strikes, be aware of that cage. Sometimes he gets caught up with that thing behind him, and he also needs to get back to his feet if he does get taken down.
Andy Shepard, the voice of the PFL Smart Cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following 7-figure fight is our co-main event of the evening. 5 rounds of action for the PFL Heavyweight World Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's a jiu-jitsu and boxing specialist and stands 6 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 261 1/4 pounds and holds a record of 11 wins, 3 losses, and 2 no contests. 9 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Parangatu, Brazil, Problema, Renan Ferreira. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He is a combat sambo specialist and stands 6 feet 5 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 244 1/2 pounds. In 39 fights, has built a record of 32 victories and 7 defeats. 26 wins coming by way of stoppage. Fighting out of St. Petersburg, Russia, Denis Goltsov! Your referee judge, Fernando Yamazaki.
Dennis Goltsov is there in the blue trunks. Renan Ferreira in the gray. Touch of the gloves. And the largest fight in PFL history is underway. Ferreira banks that calf kick early. Randy, you know it better than anyone. You have to respect every bit of power that these heavyweights possess.
Yep, takes one. You can't get out of position. You can't zig when you're supposed to zag. It literally only takes one shot from these guys.
Ferreira doing a good job of just doing some subtle feints, trying to get Goltsov to jump first.
PFL recently purchased Bellator, promised us champion versus champion card. And that is the Bellator heavyweight champion, Ryan Bader. Ryan, welcome to the show.
What's going on, guys? Happy to be here.
Look, you're not undersized, but against two guys like this, you would give up some size. What do you think?
Yeah, some big boys in there. Yeah, watching this fight here, 6'8". You know, Goltsov's pretty dang big too, so looking forward to this fight, watching this fight, and then let's see champ versus champ and get it going.
Nice twisting body lock by Dennis Goltsov from a double underhook position to get Ferreira to the ground. Now Goltsov looking to improve his position.
Trying to pass all the way to the mount here.
And Goltsov really driving that shoulder into the jaw of Ferreira. Now Ferreira in a much better position. He decides to go over the head instead. Now attacking that left arm of Ferreira, looking for that Kimura.
He's got the grip.
Blood from the nose of Goltsov.
Renan Ferreira, left arm in trouble here. Dennis Goltsov
trying to crank that shoulder.
Very difficult to finish like that from half guard.
Can't get out and use your hips to crank that arm.
Yes.
His legs are preventing that.
And we asked Conan Silveira, the head coach at American Top Team, who's been working with Renan Ferreira, how you get ready for someone with the versatile skills of Dennis Goltsov. What did you do to get Renan Ferreira ready? He said, I put him through hell. And that's exactly what Dennis Goltsov is trying to do right now. Ezekiel choke attempt. Thought about it briefly, nothing doing.
Good job by Goltsov to pummel that right underhook right back in to get control. And we've seen Ferreira in the past on the ground. He tends to get a little bit inefficient, starts to tire. So excellent strategy here from Goltsov to get him down early. And to keep him busy on his back. Looking for that Ezekiel again.
Ryan Bader, Bellator heavyweight champion, smothering performance so far from Goltsov, and you see he keeps attempting this Ezekiel.
Yeah, you don't see that very often, you know, and he's controlling really well here. He's looking for submissions. You know, and Rena's got to get to the wall, get to the cage, and stand up, get out of position. Right now, it's Goltsov's fight.
Would this also be the Bader game plan against someone like Renan Ferreira?
You know, he's so big, and, you know, you get wild, you know, he's long, you got to get inside, and so trying to game plan would be, you know, get some feints in with some shots and come with punches with those feints, keep you guessing, and yeah, take him down, wear him out, and you know, get a little of that zip off his punches.
Goltsov trying to advance position here, climbing through the middle.
Full mount.
Yeah, Goltsov really dominating on the ground right now, trying to set up that arm triangle. I also like to see him posture up, try to rain down some ground and pound.
Final 10 seconds of this first round. The heavyweight world title bout. Denis Goltsov on top of Renan Ferreira. Both men seeking their first belt and their first $1 million check here. Dan Hardy, what's the message for Renan Ferreira in the corner right now if you're coaching?
I would want a low stance out of him. I would want him to avoid the clinch in any way, shape or form he can. Build frames on the inside, use good head position. I mean, his frame is a problem for Goltsov. So he was able to escape that Ezekiel choke just by extending his body and being too tall. But being on the floor is absolutely not the place for Renan Ferreira.
He's done an incredible job of improving his grappling. It doesn't mean that his grappling is on the level of Denis Goltsov. Round 2 here, 265-pound world championship. Goltsov in the blue, Renan Ferreira in the gray.
Oh, nice right hand by Ferreira.
Hit the over the ear of Denis Goltsov, and there's another.
Oh, and another one. Oh,
he's hurt. He's hurt.
Knocks down big time, and the hammer fist will finish. Problema with a championship.
When you have speed and power like that, you can end the fight in an instant, especially when you're a heavyweight like Ferreira. That's how you turn the tables. Unbelievable.
And you saw him ratcheting it up when he came out for the second round. After spending the whole first round on his back. You saw the determination, and he was willing to stand in the pocket and let his hands go, and it paid off.
Randy, we talked about it in the first round. The margin for error with heavyweights is so minuscule.
Slim and none.
One right hand changed the whole fight for Renan Ferreira. Denis Goltsov is an absolute monster of a heavyweight and still couldn't deal with the speed, the length, the power of that athletic specimen.
There's a swing and a miss by Ferreira. Takedown attempt by Goltsov. And Ferreira brings out, there's the big overhand left, and another overhand left. And the third one hits him right in the neck and puts him on the deck. And then the hammer fist onslaught comes until the referee has seen enough. Big right hand right in the neck, comes down on top in half guard. The hammer fist comes raining down. Mr. Yamasaki has seen enough. The fight is over. New world champion, Renan Ferreira.
Yeah, that was a pair of nasty right hands. And we have to give credit, I think, to Fernando Yamasaki. I thought did a good job stopping it. He did it at the right moment. He allowed Goltsov to try to defend himself and get back in this fight, but those hammer fists were just devastating.
Ryan Bader, where's Ryan Bader? Bader, he turned the tide with one right hand and now a potential opponent for your near future. What do you think of Renan Ferreira as a PFL world champ?
Yeah, first off, congrats. You know, he's a huge guy. Very long. He looked good in there. You know, I saw kind of some weaknesses in the first round, but I'm itching to get back in the cage. And it's a logical next fight, champ versus champ.
If it's not Renan Ferreira, don't worry, because we have another massive guy named Francis Ngannou. You can always take him on instead. Much safer, much less challenge.
Let's go. Either or, we'll do it.
Good to have Ryan Bader stop by.
And look at Renan Ferreira. I think it might just now be sinking in that he's a millionaire. Look at that. A dominant first round for Denis Goltsov after the takedown. Renan Ferreira did what he needed to do to survive, avoid those submission attempts. He gets back to the feet where every round starts, and he earns himself a $1 million knockout finish. Cageonomics Stats Bundle, as always, presented by Geico. Look at that. Denis Goltsov landed more strikes in this fight. Most of those were on the ground after the takedown. The game-changing power of Renan Ferreira earned him his first championship. Let's make it official with Andy Shepard.
For their halt to the action at 26 seconds of round number 2. Declaring your winner via TKO. And 2023 PFL Heavyweight Champion of the World, Renan Ferreira!
Puta, campeão do mundo, porra! Good display of sportsmanship here between these two behemoths, Renan Ferreira. You talk about improvement. You talk about why this format works, Kenny Florian. He came to the PFL unlimited potential, but very flawed.
Yep.
Right? He had grappling problems. He needed to make a sincere change. He needed to relocate his training camp. He did that. He hit the reset button after a bad season. Gets the clean slate here in 2023, and look what just happened. After American Top Team and the camps and the grappling, and now Renan Ferreira is a millionaire.
You can say what you want about the individuality of this sport. You walk those 4 steps up into that cage by yourself, but this is a team sport. You're only as good as the guys you're training with, the coaches you have. He said he had all the modalities, a nice fit facility, a lot of great training partners, and good professional coaching, and that brought him a long way in 1 season.
No question about it. I mean, MMA is too difficult of a sport for talent to be enough. He had a lot of it, but it needed to be molded. It needed to be guided. He made the right choice. American Top Team did a great job with Renan Ferreira.
Speaking of talent, Dan Hardy, there he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your 2023 heavyweight champion for the Celsius post-fight interview, Renan Ferreira. You're filled with emotion, my friend. You have a $1 million check. You have a gold belt around your waist. Can you think of a day in your life that's been as special as this?
Cheio de emoção, cinturão em você, $1 milhão aí no cheque. Existe algum outro dia na sua vida que você sentiu esse tipo de emoção?
Primeiramente, quero agradecer a todo mundo pelas energias aí, por vibrar bastante aí na minha luta. Minha família ali, meus amigos, Vitão, Claudina, todo mundo. Anderson Manga, que está aqui, meu empresário, meu pai, meu amigo. E muito feliz, cara. Eu pedi tanto a Deus para concretizar esse meu sonho. E trabalhei muito duro. E aqui estou, cheguei, sou prova viva que tudo que você quiser, você consegue. É só trabalhar duro, seu momento vai chegar.
Just want to thank everyone out here for supporting me, all my friends, family, coaches. None of this goes unnoticed. I've worked my entire life for this. This goes to every single one of you out here. Believe in yourself, trust in your dreams. You can accomplish it all.
You've achieved so much already in your young mixed martial arts career, but we had the Bellator champion Ryan Bader watching, of course the great Francis Ngannou as well. Lots of big possibilities in your future. What do you want next?
Campeão do peso pesado do Bellator, Ryan Bader estava assistindo a luta aqui ao vivo com a gente. Tem o Francis Ngannou na jogada também. O que você quer aí para o seu próximo passo?
Eu sou o novo campeão. Ô Francis, estou aqui, irmão, ó. Tô te esperando. Vamos fazer essa luta.
I'm the new PFL heavyweight champion. Francis, I'm here. I'm waiting for you. Let's make this fight happen.
Wow, what a fight that's going to be, ladies and gentlemen. Your 2023 champion, Renan Ferreira.
Ladies and gentlemen, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. We have arrived at our main event of the evening, and the world is watching. 3 rounds of action in the heavyweight division, and the winner will be awarded the Super Belt. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner and representing Bellator. He's a wrestling specialist and stands 6 feet 2 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 231.1 pounds and in 39 fights has amassed a record of 31 wins, 7 losses and 1 no contest. Fighting out of Gilbert, Arizona, he is the reigning Bellator heavyweight champion, Ryan the Bader! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner and representing PFL. He is a jiu-jitsu and boxing specialist and stands 6 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 263.2 pounds and holds a professional record of 12 victories, 3 defeats, and 3 no contests. 10 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting at the Porangatu, Brazil, he is the 2023 PFL Heavyweight Champion, Problema! Renan Ferreira! Your referee in charge, Kerry Huntley.
One quick look at our tail of the tape so you can see the size disparity between these two heavyweights. Renan Ferreira, 6 feet 8 inches tall, and look at that, 11-inch reach advantage on the arms and 9 inches on the legs, favoring Problema. Ryan Bader in the white trunks, Bellator heavyweight champion. Problema, Renan Ferreira in the yellow.
I am on the edge of my seat for this one. I just don't know which way it's going to go. Is Bader going to level change onto a shin bone or a knee, or is he going to be able to ground Ferreira?
Oh, right hand! Ferreira immediately drops Ryan Bader and goes right to wall. The end of the fight! Renan Ferreira in the opening moment!
Wow! Wow.
The right hand!
Turned over.
Renan Ferreira dispatches Ryan Bader in short order.
This is interesting. There were shots there that appeared to go to the back of the head. The commission has now discussed it. Look, I'm just telling you that as the precursor. The referee is having a conversation. All right, that conversation is ended. I'm sorry for raising that alarm. That conversation is ended, and it looks like this is going to be called the stoppage that we all saw. But let's take a look at it here. Ferreira connects. Bader goes down. These are all clean. That's where the problem is. Oh, still a problem, but the referee...
They landed on the ear.
You're right. You're right.
They were legal shots.
None of those were illegal shots. None that landed.
And the damage was done anyway. By the time those shots started to come down, Bader had already turned belly down. He was already out of the fight.
And let me tell you something. We know the power now that Renan Ferreira has in a single punch like that. And he will be fighting Francis Ngannou, who has equal power in both hands. Renan Ferreira rescues the night for the Professional Fighters League roster and punches his ticket, the biggest win of his career, 11th knockout for Renan.
What a moment, and the way he pounces on Bader, by the way. I mean, Ferreira has followed opponents to the ground in the past and even pulled shots. He knew there was still work to be done here.
All right, I want to make sure that I saw this right. One of the best referees in the history of this sport, John McCarthy, is standing by with us. John, tell us how you saw that closing sequence.
I'm being honest, I looked at that and Ryan Bader got hit with a beautiful right hand. That's what hurt him. Now, when you have the movement of both fighters, obviously you're going to have some things that could possibly hit an illegal area. One shot did hit him to the back of the head, but that is not the reason it was a finish to the fight. Ryan Bader was hurt. Both were moving. I would have given Renan Ferreira the win here. He deserved it.
Thank you, John McCarthy, for clearing that up for us. There's no greater expert in the rules or interpretation thereof than John McCarthy. And 4 times now inside this PFL Smart Cage, Renan Ferreira has earned a knockout victory in less than 1 minute. We'll make this official with Andy Shepard.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kerry Hartley calls a halt to the action at 21 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner via TKO. Problema! Renan Ferreira!
There's Francis Ngannou. He was watching this fight very closely. He did not have to watch for very long. Look at that, Mike Tyson, Iron Mike dwarfed by Problema. Mike Tyson is a big man.
I would like to see that face-off between Francis and Problema. I'm just a visual. I would just like to see, those are 2 very impressive men.
And what we've got here, when that matchup happens, it is a proof of the evolution of the sport. Not necessarily just the evolution of the skill set in the sport, the techniques in the sport, which we saw on display tonight with some calf kicks. But athletes like these 2 individuals were not always in mixed martial arts. 20 years ago, you did not have guys who would be professional football players, professional basketball players, professional rugby players, whatever. You didn't have those kinds of bodies in the sport all that often. Now they're everywhere, and we have 2 of them, well, more than 2 of them, but these 2 under the same roof in the Professional Fighters League.
Incredible moment. And I know Dan Hardy's gonna get to him in a second, but I would be curious, is Francis a reward? I mean, that's a tough night. That's your reward? That would almost desensitize somebody, but not this man.
I'll tell you why it's a reward, because Francis Ngannou did things totally different in the sport of mixed martial arts. When he came to the PFL, he negotiated not just for himself, but for his future opponents. A minimum purse of at least $2 million. Dan Hardy has the winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with your winner, Problema, Renan Ferreira. 20 seconds, that's all it took for you, my friend. Did you expect it to be so fast?
20 segundos, foi só isso. Esperava ser rápido desse jeito.
Eu sou o Problema, eu sou o cara que quebra os recordes. Os maiores recordes do PFL é meu. E eu tô aqui. Francis, cadê você? Eu tô te esperando, eu sou o campeão. E eu tô te esperando aqui, meu irmão.
I am the real problem out here. I'm the record breaker. I'm the record setter. Francis, where are you at? I'm waiting for you. Let's go. Let's do this. I'm the champion out here.
What an incredible fight that's going to be. And we've got John Jones cage side, of course. He was very, very impressed. I think he's got your vote for that fight as well. Talk to me about what's next for you, my friend. You've got Francis Ngannou next, of course. How do you prepare for that? Are you motivated more because it's Francis Ngannou?
Fala pouco do que vai acontecer com você aqui agora. Você está mais motivado com essa luta do Francis? O que está passando pela sua cabeça?
Lutar com um campeão igual o Francis sempre foi um sonho, tá entre os melhores do mundo. Esse é o meu momento, eu tô pronto. Pode ser aqui dentro do octagon ou pode ser no box, aonde você quiser, eu vou estar pronto.
I've always been ready to fight against the very best in the world. Francis, it can be inside a PFL Smart Cage, it can be in a boxing ring, whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do it. I'm ready to go.
My friend, that was incredibly impressive. You're the super champ, you're the PFL champ, you've got Francis Ngannou next. The sky is the limit for you. Where is your head at for your future? Will you be one of the great heavyweights of all time?
Céu é o limite para o seu futuro. Você se vê como eventualmente dos maiores pesos pesados de todos os tempos?
Com certeza, eu já sou dos maiores pesos pesados de todos os tempos e eu já mostrei isso aqui dentro e vou continuar fazendo história.
Absolutely, I already am one of the best and one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. I've proven it inside the Smart Cage and I'll keep proving it.
a fantastic and terrifying performance. Ladies and gentlemen, the super champ, the heavyweight king, Renan Ferreira.
Click below to subscribe and watch more MMA content.